Good morning, Friendship Village of Dublin. I'm Lauren. Today is Monday, April 24th. We're reporting live from the art studio. This week's temperatures look like we're going to be in the 50s and 60s. A little bit of sun, a little bit of rain. So pretty typical for Columbus, which is kind of nice to have it back to maybe some normal, if you want to call that normal. Upcoming events this week. So today we have a TED Talk in the Muirfield Room at 1 p.m. So join Stacy. It is called Libraries, Hardcover, Paperback, or Digital. That will be at 1 p.m. like I said. Later this evening at 6:30, there will be a presentation on water access in Ghana with Brian Hall. This was recommended, or he was recommended by Janet Brennan. Thank you, Janet. He is a missionary in northern Ghana that helps people find drinking water by drilling wells. So that should be pretty interesting. Tuesday in the Muirfield Room at 10 a.m., there will be an intelligence square debate. Should America forgive student debt? These debates do a nice job of presenting the varying perspectives on these issues. And I would have liked to have my debt forgiven, so I have an opinion or two on that, but I'll leave that for another time. Tuesday afternoon in the Muirfield Room, there will be music on screen with 42nd Street Musical at 1 p.m. This version was recorded live on Broadway in 2018. Moving to Wednesday, there will be a movie in the Muirfield Room at 2:15 called Maybe I Do. This features some pretty good actors, Richard Gere, Diane Keaton, Susan Sarandon, and William H. Macy. I did view the trailer, and it looks to be pretty good. So definitely come check that out. And if you don't go to the movie, come and join me for 5K walking practice at 3 p.m. at the main entrance. Those who have been coming, keep it up. You're doing great. You're increasing your distance. It's been going really well. So come check that out with me. Thursday, we are going to do a trip to the Columbus Museum of Art to see Art in Bloom. The trip will leave at 12:30 at the main entrance. This exhibit has local floral designers bring alive pieces from the current collection with handcrafted arrangements. And from what I understand, they're actually doing the arrangements. You will be watching them live put the flowers together. So that seems pretty cool. Admission is $10 for non-members. And on Thursday evening, there will be a special music event at 7 p.m. in the Muirfield Room with Bethel Folk Ensemble. This features Gaelic folk music with dulcimers. It will be a shorter concert, around 45 minutes, probably enough time to listen to dulcimers. So Thursday evening. Friday, if you are attending the Ballet Met dress rehearsal of Swan Lake, meet at the main entrance at 9:45 a.m. And as always, please be sure to check Touchtown, your weekly newsletter, your villager, the TV prompts throughout the building in order to learn about other events happening. And now for the best part of the show, my very special guests today are going to be Jason, Titus, and Marie, who all are employees here at Friendship Village, and they are related. And I learned of this a few weeks ago, and I thought that was super cool, so I wanted to have them on the show today. So, hey guys.
Well, thanks, Laura.
How's it going? Happy Monday.
Thank you.
I know you're here bright and early, but thanks for taking some time out of your day to come talk to me. So, we just wanted to get a little bit more information on this wonderful family. So Marie and Jason are married, and then of course they had this lovely, lovely person, Titus. And so we're just going to talk with them a little bit today. So how long have you all worked here? Have you all worked here the same amount of time? And just could you give a little background on that?
Yeah, for a little over a year. We started on January 24th last year.
Okay.
All the same day.
Okay.
So,
awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. And was that just, how did you figure out that you wanted to be here? Did you know somebody here, or did you just kind of looking around?
I was doing a purchasing job. We've done a lot of consulting, so I was doing a consulting job and it was wrapping up. And we've done a lot of work together over the last 10 years. So we figured we wanted to jump out of what we were doing and find something, nice to do and be able to do it all together. So it was actually Maria that found the openings on Indeed, and there were enough for the three of us.
Oh, cool. So it was
why
like
not
an
just all do it?
online,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
And you came in and they were like, yes, we'll have you all. So talk a little bit about what you did before.
You want to do that one?
This is really interesting.
So in 2011, we moved to Arizona and kind of fell into the medical marijuana industry. We all got jobs at a dispensary together, and he later on, when he was older, got a job at a cultivation with a friend of ours, which made us travel all of the Southwest. We had been to California, we've lived in San Diego, we've been to northern Arizona, we lived in Tucson, and then from there, when Ohio's program opened up, he got a job down in southern Ohio, which is what brought us back to Ohio.
Well, we all got hired.
Well, yeah, because I was then running the dispensary for the same company. And then it's just the way the industry is, like, you will get into the job for a bit, especially if you have experience, and then they kind of tend to like mine you for your experience, and then they let you go to hire people that they can pay less money to.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of this pattern of rinse and repeat. We would go, we would give all the information, they would let us go, which is how he ended up working for a purchasing job after a while. So he got another job whenever the COVID came. They laid everybody off practically at the first cannabis cultivation he was working at. So he got another job here in Columbus, which wasn't pleasant.
Right.
I don't know how else to put it. It was not pleasant. Like, this is a new market. There's still, unfortunately, some shady people in this industry, and they're weeding themselves out, but it's going to take a minute, just like with anything. So then it was getting to a point where his stress level was just through the roof, and I was like, this isn't worth your life. Like, they were making him travel to Toledo 4 or 5 times a week, staying late, and then turning around doing it again the next day. I'm like, Jason, my husband, please don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
So he quit that, and he had that job. They let him kind of wrap up his contract in the middle of January, and we were looking for jobs all together. Like, this, it just happened to be here, but we had decided that, like, we've got one car, it'll just be more convenient if we just work together. And so we ended up getting in here, and it's beautiful. Like, the residents here are fantastic. We have people here that we view as family. Like, they're closer to me than my blood relatives.
Yeah.
That I love. And so it's there are days that are challenging, but the residents are worth it. It's worth to come in here every day and see those fine faces walking up and down the hallway.
Yeah. And you're getting ready to take on a new position here, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And that will be?
It's taking over for Brian over in Alderwood and Rowan House and Waterford. So taking over his responsibilities as he retires this summer.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Brian.
We're gonna miss Brian.
Yeah.
Brian's a good dude.
Good, he is a good dude, for sure. So then working together a lot, huh? Titus, what do you think about that? A lot of together time with mom and dad, or?
I'm pretty used to it at this point. We've traveled a lot together.
Okay.
Lived in close proximity. We weren't always on the best budget, so sometimes we had to share a room.
Yeah.
I'm pretty used to it at this point.
Well, it seems like you all get along pretty well, and that makes a big difference too.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of like your parents, so you like being around them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I mean, there's love and then there's like, right? Like, I
think
love
it's a
you, I don't
blessing.
like you.
It's a bit of a blessing that we can spend so much time with our son.
Yeah, agreed.
We
Parents
don't,
always get to do that.
Yeah.
tear each other's heads off at the
Yeah,
same
exactly,
time. so-
exactly. That's probably doesn't happen in all families, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, so awesome. So you're taking on this new position. Is that going to affect hours and things, or you still?
Still trying to figure that one out.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It might be necessary for us to get a second car.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's so. I just thought it was awesome. I didn't realize. I've been here almost 2 years, and you know some people, but you don't really know them. And so when I learned of that, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Come on the morning show. Let's tell everybody. So, anyway, well, thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. Super early on a Monday morning, so we
Thanks
really
for
appreciate
having
that.
us.
Yeah, no problem. And Friendship Village, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday.
See ya.